Ah, geez, what? Get out of here. Get out of here, now. This month of February 12th, remember, February 12th is a month. Never write February 12th in red ink on black stone. Enjoy February 12th. Hey, no. Well, gosh, wouldn't you know it, I forgot to ask for questions last episode, so I've gone ahead and written myself a few letters here, to me, from me. Let's open this first one up, see what fantastic questions I've asked myself on this here episode of Month of. Let's see. Oh, geez. There's a lot of stuff in here. I can't stop thinking about how meaningless everything feels, even when trying to come up with jokes for Month of. I guess... Sorry, I thought I had written some questions in there. I guess not. Maybe it's part of the ripped up stuff. Alright, well, there's probably something better in the second envelope. Sorry about that. My apologies. I wrote this a while ago. Let's see. Don't worry. This isn't me. Oh, well, that... Thank you, myself. I was worried. I was a little bit worried about that. I guess this one's also for me. It just seems to have a T on the front. Let's see. I honestly thought there were more questions in here. I'm sorry about that. This one's a little gooey. Geez. Okay. Alright, well, there's a key in here that appears to be in ketchup. Seem to have put a key in a bunch of ketchup here. Yep, don't really know what to say about that. Not a whole lot of questions. I thought there was gonna be more questions in here, but I guess not. Alright, well, leave a question in the comments and I'll get to it next month. And as the twilight of man approached, the few remaining souls looked upon the crumbling utopia they had so tirelessly labored to destroy, and saw that it was shit. All the brilliance, the mad sparks of genius that had once offered such radiant glows of promise for the times ahead, now only glowed in the fires of their own destruction. Let there be automobiles, cried man, and so there were automobiles, and they were good. Let there be microwaves, and pancakes in a box, and fucking disposable styrofoam cups, and so there were, and man saw that they were good. Then on the fourth day, man rested and took a 3-day weekend, because fuck, work is shit, and Mondays are shit, and everything is shit except for pancakes in a box, which are pretty fucking good, even if they taste like shit, because really, who has the time for anything else? Nobody has the time for anything else. The time for anything has passed. All that is left is rest and death and shit. 1,000 empires all crumbling under the weight of their good shit. And thus the people and their earth were finished, gone, with all of their vast arrays of boxed pancakes decaying beside them. Fuck. Amen. It's time for another spooky story as the names of the $10 and up Patreon supporters go by. Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl, with yellow feathers in her hair and a dress cut down to there. She would merengue and do the cha-cha. And while she tried to be a star, Tony always tended bar. Across the crowded floor, they worked from 8 till 4. They were young, and they had each other. Who could ask for more? Those are lyrics to Copacabana by Barry Manilow. It was that very song that Wendy had stuck in her head when she was murdered. And now, 30 years later, she was a ghost, and the song was still stuck in her head. You see, ghosts don't have the ability to get songs unstuck from their heads, so if you die with a song rattling around up there, it's there for good. His name was Rico, thought Wendy. He wore a diamond. She didn't know if he wore a diamond ring or earring or what. She just knew Rico wore a diamond. Wendy haunted the hotel where she had been murdered, and guests would often complain about hearing a woman loudly humming Copacabana all night. There was blood and a single gunshot, but just who shot who? She thought a lot about those lyrics. It was probably Rico who shot Tony, based on the rest of the song, but she wasn't 100% sure, and not knowing drove her absolutely bananas. at the Copa. Don't fall in love, she sung. A nearby hotel guest who was trying to sleep pulled a pillow tighter over their head. Don't fall in love. Wendy wanted to fall in love, but all she could think about was Copacabana. All night, all day, Copacabana. She couldn't even remember what existence without the song was like. But that was 30 years ago, she thought, when they used to have a show. Now it's a disco, but not for Lola. The hotel guest threw the pillow aside and called up the front desk again, complaining about the singing. Wendy floated to another room. At the Copa, sung Wendy as she phased through a wall. She lost her love. If you'd like to be thanked, visit patreon.com/FilmCow. At the Copa, Copa. Look, I don't know how else to explain it. February 12th is a month. It's not a day. There is a day, February 12th, but that's a day. This is a month. Whatever.